Hey everyone, thanks for joining Learn to Play Games. My name is Lance, and in today's video I'm going to be playing through Moonrakers, the solo experience. This one comes with a solo variant that you can choose to play, and it changes and tweaks some of the rules just a little bit. So first off, with this one you would set it up just like any other regular game of Moonrakers. The one exception is that you're going to create a mercenary deck, and the breakdown of that is in the setup instructions for the solo variant of this. From there, the game pretty much plays exactly the same way, except for you don't have allies or you can't recruit allies in this one. With this one, it plays over 10 rounds, and each round you are the leader, and you will choose a contract and go on that contract and try to complete it. Now, you can choose to use the mercenary deck if you want to. There'll be 5 cards that are going to be face up each turn. And out of those cards, you'll be able to use some of them by spending some of the rewards that you're potentially getting from completing that contract. Each pilot that you use will cost you 1 prestige point from your contract. You cannot choose to use points you've already accumulated or coins that you've previously accumulated. And then each of the regular cards you choose to use is going to cost you 1 coin, or for every card after that, 1 additional coin. So your second card would cost you 2, your third would be 3, and so on and so forth. So other than that, it plays pretty much the same way, and then at the end of the 10 rounds, you're going to determine how many points you have overall based on how many prestige points you have and how many coins you have and that kind of stuff to get an overall score, and then that is compared against a chart that will determine how well you did at the game. So I'd love to hear in the comments down below what your experiences are with this. I'm still pretty new, and I haven't had a lot of luck with this one. The first couple games I played, I did pretty bad, and the last game that I played, I think I had a little over like 110 points or something like that. So still not very good. So I'd love to hear from you. Let me know if you got that 250 or higher. Let me know how you did it. I'd love to hear from you. And I'm just kind of curious to see how many people have been able to achieve that, because it seems like, at least right now, there is a little bit of luck with this one. But stay tuned at the end of the video. I will give you more of my thoughts and opinions on the solo mode. Now, I have not played the semi-cooperative mode with other players. I'm looking forward to doing that, as that is going to give you a different experience than the solo mode. So this video strictly is going to really kind of focus on that, and then I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on that at the end of the video. So in that, let's go ahead and dig into the game itself. So first off, I already set up my player board and all that. I have my 10 starting cards, my 2 coins, and my objective. So I have 3 here that I was dealt out. So let's go ahead and see what these are. So I have Ace. This one is complete a hazard with 2 or more hazard dice targeting you. So that one's pretty good for me to go after. Complete a delivery contract alone. Or I can choose to play no damage cards, but complete a kill contract. I think I'm going to do the first 2, as that one might be a little bit more challenging. So I'm going to go ahead and do these 2 here. So I'm looking to complete Ace and quick run for some additional prestige points. From there, let's go ahead and deploy our cards. So I'm going to do my pilot cards first. So let's see. We have those, all right, and then let's get some ship parts out here. Now, any of these that describe allies or anything like that, we can choose to discard and draw a new card out of. All right, that one's pretty good. You may discard up to 3 cards. And then, so yeah, this one will definitely be discarded because this one is strictly for allies. All right. And that one's pretty nice. Okay, so we've got some good options, and then over to the contract. Let's see what kind of contracts we have. And as an option with your first couple of games or whatnot, you can choose to drop out all of the 4 hazard contracts, or the most difficult ones. I'm going to go ahead and leave them in and see what happens with this. So hopefully we'll get some decent contracts here. Okay, so nothing super easy, so this might be a little bit more of a challenging first couple here. And then finally we have our action, or our mercenary deck, so we're going to reveal the first 5. All right, so we have a pilot first off. This one lets me negate one hazard die, play as damage equal to the hazard negated. Okay. And then we have a second pilot here. So this guy is trash a card from your hand and add a reactor to your discard pile, +1 action. That's pretty nice too. So we might have to take advantage of some of these just for the sake of what they can do. All right. Then it is into my turn itself. So I get to draw my hand of cards. I get 5 cards to start. And let's see what I have here. I have a damage card. I have 2 damage cards. I have a Thresher card. And a reactor and a shield. Okay, so that gives me my starting hand. I could potentially work on that one. I do have 2 of the cards required for that one. And I could purchase the 3rd one from the mercenary deck if I wanted to. So I could complete that one. Other than that, I'm short on that one. I could complete this one on my own with what I have. Kind of. It depends. I would need some more cards to work with on that. But that's a possibility as well. So either one of those would potentially work. So that would probably be the best place to start. And they're both about the same. So I guess I'll go after this one. Might as well. That one I actually have all the cards for that I need. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that. So I'm just going to move that over here to my ship area. And then I'm going to go ahead and start off by playing my turn. So at the beginning of each one of your turns, you only have 1 action to work with. So you can only play 1 card. And then from there, it kind of builds if you're able to continue on. So I'm going to go ahead and play the reactor card. So this one lets me play 2 additional, or gives me 2 additional actions that I can then do stuff with. So I'm going to go ahead as my first action to play this card here. This is going to give me +2 cards that I get to draw. So I got a miss and another one of those. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so all right. Oh, and it does, I do have to roll a die because I have 1 hazard there. So let's just see. So I have 2 hazards coming up there. All right, so that was a rough roll. And basically I can only play 1 more card, so I am not going to do well on this one, and I will not be completing this one. So I might as well play the shield. That'll stop 1 hazard from getting through. And then I have some stuff to purchase anyways, since I'm not going to get any of it anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and well, technically I could complete it with that, but I'm going to lose the prestige from doing that anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and activate this guy with his prestige. So I can trash a card from your hand, and then I get to add a reactor card to your discard pile. So I'm going to go ahead and trash the miss card, and then I get to add a reactor card to my hand. So that's this one here. So that's going to go to my discard pile. Yes, discard pile. These are going to be discarded as well. So I won't get anything out of this particular one. And then any of the cards that I have in my hand are discarded as well at the end of my turn. So unfortunately with that one, I was unsuccessful. I didn't take any effects, which I don't have any prestige anyways to lose. But that is going to end my turn. I'll have to reveal a new card. And then this is going to move up 1 for round 2. From there, then I would go ahead and discard all these cards. Now, with the mercenary cards, anytime there is a pilot card out there, these are going to be discarded to the bottom of the pilot deck, and new cards will be drawn for those to replace them, and then those will be added to the discard pile. So we'll just toss that up there, and then we're going to reveal 5 new cards. So we've got... Now, the other important thing with these, because I'm sure somebody might be wondering why I didn't choose to purchase the reactor card to get the 2 actions. So when you purchase cards from the mercenary deck, they are only going to add the effect or the card type itself for the requirements of the contract. I won't be able to benefit from the other effects of the card. So that is one important thing to keep in mind with that. Other than that, the pilot cards, you do get the benefit of the pilot card, but that's because you're spending the prestige and within the rules. So buying a Thresher card is not going to get me +2 cards to draw from my hand or from the mercenary deck. It's simply going to add that +1 Thresher to the requirements of the card. All right, so then I get to draw my hand again. Hopefully this time I'll do a little bit better. I got 3 cards to start. I did have a purchasing phase there, but again, with 2 coins, it's just not enough to purchase anything. Well, I could have bought that captain card, but I think I'm good there. I don't think I'm going to add him just yet, so I will stay with what I have. All right, so let's see what I got here. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of actions. Okay. Well, I guess maybe I could go after that one. That would give me... I'm pretty close to completing that one. I would have to buy a couple of cards. Unfortunately, this one doesn't provide any coins. It only provides cards and prestige, so I don't know how that would work exactly, as you cannot spend coins. So I would assume at that point then I could not buy any cards. So that would have been really, really helpful, but that is not going to be the case, and I don't have enough for anything else unless I complete that one up there, which basically is going to get me 1 prestige point and no gold or coins. So I'll again not be able to purchase anything else. But it might get me some cards, so which means with me having all 4 of my reactor cards out, my next hand is going to be painful. So what to do? Yeah, I guess I'll try that one. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have to do my 1 roll, so it's a single hazard. I'm going to go ahead and start with playing a reactor card that's going to let me gain 2 additional actions. I'll play the shield to block 1, and that's pretty much all I can do because the rest of these are just going to provide me with additional actions that I can't do anything with because I have no ability or no way of drawing cards. And then in order to complete this, I have to spend 1 coin to purchase this shield. That'll give me my 2nd shield. And then I have to spend 2 coins to purchase that one. So that's 3 coins total, which will complete the card. And I will block the 1 damage with the shield. But this gets me the 1 prestige, but no coins. So I guess that was good in a way. So that's my 2nd. Let's go ahead and do a new one. Oh, okay. Well, that hopefully will be a possibility here. All right, these will be discarded. ones come out. All right, new hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so I got 2 hits and 2 of those cards. So basically I can only play 1 card during my turn. So even if I play a card to draw more cards, it's not going to help. So at this point, I guess I will... I guess I'm just going to stay at the base. That's going to get me 1 coin. We'll move that forward. And then I will see if I can purchase anything here. So I'm going to go ahead and spend my 3 coins to buy this one here, this Vector Jet E3. So this one is going to let me, as a mission leader, plus 1 card at the start of a contract. So I'll be able to basically have 6 cards at the beginning of each, or to get to start with 6 cards basically for each one of my contracts moving forward. So that might help a little bit. Let's just hope so, as things have been slow so far. And I do get an objective to draw 2 objective cards and choose 1 to keep. So let's see what we got here. So we have Daredevil, play no shield cards but complete a rescue mission, or complete a rescue mission, rescue contract alone. Okay, I guess I'll do that one. I'll take the rescue contract alone and see if I can pull that off. All right, so then these will go away, and we'll reshuffle the mercenary deck. And that might be a good one to go after to potentially complete that right away. And see what happens here. Okay. All right, so we've got a pilot. This guy lets me trash a card from my hands and subtract 2 from any 1 requirements. Okay. Let me draw my hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it says at the start of a contract, so I don't think I'll get to draw that now. I think I'll get to draw that after. But okay, so I've got my 2 reactor cards and 2 damage cards and a draw 2 card. So there's a good possibility I will get a shield. So I might want to do that one and be able to complete that contract. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'll go ahead and try that one. So now I get to draw my next card, and it is a shield card. There is no hazards with it, so I don't have to roll anything there. So as my first action, I'm going to play a 2 action card. Then I will play this one. Lets me draw 2 additional cards. So I got another reactor and another reactor card. I will play this. That lets me play 2 more cards. So I'll play a damage card and a reactor card. Then I will play this one and that, just to clean up my hands. All right, so I definitely met the requirements of this, which lets me, I did complete the rescue mission alone, as this is a rescue contract. So I'll go ahead and discard that, and that will get me my 2nd prestige point. From there, then I do get 3 coins, and I have to reveal a new contract. So we've got some bigger contracts out there now. So another important thing to point out is that I can spend 1 coin to discard 1 contract or 1 ship part or 1 captain or crew member in order to draw a new one. But my coins have been so limited lately. So far, I haven't really wanted to spend what little I have to do that. So I have 3 coins to work with. So let's kind of see if there's anything that would be really good to have. So if you play 2 reactors, the requirement for damage is 1 less. That would add another reactor card to my hand. Requirements for reactors are 1 less, so that's always kind of handy to have too, is decreasing the requirements of them. Let's see. Oh, and I do get to add a thresher card in there for purchasing that. I forgot about that. I missed that. Oh boy. Okay. This one would be really nice to have, but I'm still short on the coins, so I won't be able to do that one just yet. So I either hold on to them or I push. So I think I'm going to go ahead and spend them to buy this one here. So this is going to reduce requirements for reactors by 1, and it also will add a reactor card to my discard pile. All right, so then these are cleared. This guy will go away. A new one comes out. And these will be discarded. We'll draw the next pile. All right, so 2 damage, reactor. We have a pilot, so play as a damage 2 or a shield. So it gives me a little bit of choice there. Okay, and I'll draw my card, so I have 2 remaining, and then these will be shuffled up. And I gotta move. It's been 4 rounds, so this is going to be the 5th round, so I had to move that forward. All right, and then I gotta choose a contract to go after. All right, so I got 3 more cards. All right, let's see what I have to work with here first. All right, so I got a reactor. And I've got a couple of draw cards. So I have a shot at getting some more stuff, but I'm gonna need some more. I'm gonna need some more reactor cards to make this work. All right. So I could take a shot at that one possibly. That one. So because I have 1 less reactor, so I need 4 and 3 shields. I do have 1 shield and I have 1 reactor now. There are a couple more out that I could purchase, but again, I cannot purchase cards. I do have this pilot that I could hire that gets me at least 1 shield, but I'm going to be on my own for reactors. So it all depends on what I draw from my hand over there. Oh, I gotta bring out a new reactor, new card here. Oh, this one's gonna be a little more challenging, or I could go after that one. That's a little less. There is the 2 damage card out there. I do have 1 damage. I have 1 reactor, so I just need 1 more, which I could buy a second one, and that would still give me a card and prestige, depending upon how things go. So that might be the better option for right now. So I think I'll do that. I'm going to go ahead and go after that one and see what happens there. So I got 2, and they're both blank. That was a huge help. All right. And then I get to draw my hand or my next card from that. So it is another reactor card, so that is very helpful. So let's go ahead and start playing. So we've got this one here, lets me play 2 cards. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that one to let me draw 2 more. So I got another reactor and a shield, okay. So then I'll play this card as my second card. That's my 2 actions, that gives me 2 more actions. So then I will play this one here. Lets me draw 2 more cards. So I have another reactor and another draw card. So I'm just going to keep going with that for now. so then let me draw 2 more. All right. From there, then I'll play this one. And then I'll go ahead and play that one, and this, and then that, and that. Will finish me off. I have 1 card left in my hand, which will be discarded. And then I have to purchase, I have plenty of reactors. So I have met the requirements for that. I have 2 damage there, so I need 1 more damage. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase that card for 1. So that'll give me the damage that I need there. So I'm going to get, my remaining rewards would be 3 coins. I'll get 1 prestige, and then I get 1 card. So I can either take it from the parts or the captains or a crew. I think I'm going to take a captain or a crew member, and hopefully this will be a good one. So this is plus 2 cards. If you draw a damage, you play 1 without an action as a damage 5. Oof. Okay. Not bad. All right, so he lets me draw cards, as well as if I get a damage card, that could be a huge boost there. And then I do have 3 coins at this point, so do I hold on to them or do I spend them? I think I'm going to hold on to them, because I think getting that card could really make a difference moving forward, especially since I have a lot of reactor cards. Being able to play those for free would be a big thing, because that would basically, yeah, I think I'm going to definitely do that. So I'm going to hold on there and see what happens with that. All right, so I'm starting to get a decent sized hand here, so I got to be careful about how many cards I add to that overall. Okay, so then this guy gets discarded to the bottom. We got a new one coming out. Oop, he's got turned around somehow. And let's discard it. All right. So this one is subtract 1 from any requirement, plus 1 card, and plus 1 action. All right, so that's that. And then let me see what I've got. I've got a reactor. All right, so good starting hand here. Ooh. Man, if I got that pilot at the right time, I could almost take care of that on my own. Before getting into that, though, I did have, let me see. So I did have this one, but I kind of screwed that up. I forgot to play that at the time. So I'll have to wait. Most likely I'm going to have that again, though. So, let's see here. What to do? This one would be good. I just don't have enough crew members. There's only 1 here, and I have 1 in my deck. If I have 1 more, I could potentially go after that one, but I do not have enough for that yet. I could go after that one. This one is a possibility. I think I will. I think that one might be a good one, because that'll complete both of these contracts, as well as getting me some stuff here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to go after this one here. So I got 2 hazard dice. 2 blanks would be fantastic. Blank and a 1 I can work with. That's not bad at all. All right, so now let's handle ace. So this one says complete a contract with 2 or more hazard dice targeting you, which I haven't completed it yet. Okay, so I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I have to wait on that one. So we'll see what happens here. So I'm going to play a reactor card as my first action. That gives me 2 additional actions. So I'm going to go ahead and first off play that to draw 2 cards. So, oh, and I got to draw 1 from that. So there's my 1 from that. And then I get 2 additional cards. Okay. So now I'll play another card. So there's my reactor to get me 2 additional actions. So again, I'll play that. So that lets me draw 2 more. Okay. Play this. And then again, I'll do that with that for the next time. All right. Oh, I was hoping it was going to be my my crewman. That would have been big, but that's okay. So then I'll play that, which right now I got my 3 reactors, or my 3 Thresher cards, so I'm good there. I'll play the 1 damage card, and this card will give me 2 more actions, and then just go ahead and drop my 2 shields just for the heck of it, and then that is it for that. So that one stays in my hand, but it's going to be discarded anyways. So I do have the 1 and those. So now I've completed this contract with that. So that is going to complete Ace. So that'll get me my 1 prestige for that. And then this is a delivery contract, and I did complete a delivery contract alone. So I will complete that as well. So that gets me another 1. Then the contract itself is going to get me 1 prestige. Nice. 2 coins. So that'll be me 5 and a card of my choice. You need, again, either a ship part or another crew member. I think I'm going to take another crew member. I think that would be beneficial. So I've got subtract 2 from any 1 requirement. Okay, it's not a free, it doesn't give me another action, but that's pretty good. And then I will spend the 5 coins that I have to purchase this guy here. So that's going to get me another reactor card. But now reactor cards don't require an action to play, so I can just play them and get 2 bonus actions per card. So that is really nice. Okay. I'll get this one here because that's going to be my draw. This guy is going to move forward to round 7, and then these get shuffled up. We got some interesting cards out there. Okay. So I just don't have a lot of potential for damage right now. But I could possibly complete that one. There's that. Okay. She goes away. New one comes out. And these get shuffled up. All right, so we're about ready to move into round 7. So I'm getting down to it. I'm not doing too bad so far. I just gotta hold on now. I can't go getting too overzealous and screwing up too bad here. But doing okay so far. All right. So let's see what we got here. 2 damage. There, it's pilot. So this one is negate 1 hazard. Requirements for shield is 1 less. And I get to draw 1 card or plus 1 action. Wow. Man, he was only two to buy. Ooh, that's pretty nice. All right, so I got 3 reactor cards I get to play for free now. which is going to give me 6 additional actions. And then it's a +2 buying card. And I got the shields. Okay. Man, oh man, oh man. So I've got 3 reactors. I have no ability to draw new cards as of right now except for him. And I will get 1 additional card. So that is going to be a little more risky. Oh boy. Thinking about that one there. Might be a good one to grab. Yeah. I think that one is the good one here. So I'm going to go with that one. Rolling 2 dice. All right, so we got 2 hazards this time. Still not too bad. I get to draw my next card, so all right, so that works out. I'm going to go ahead and drop these down. So that gives me 6 additional actions plus the one that I have at the beginning of the game as my first action. Again, thanks to this card here, allowing me to play reactors and not spending an action. So as the first of 7 actions, I'm going to go ahead and play the munitions expert. So this one lets me draw 2 cards. If one of them's a damage, then it counts as, let's see, if you draw a damage card, play it without an action, and it actually counts as 5. So there's 1 and 2, so nothing there. So I have 6 actions remaining. So I'm going to go ahead and play 3 of these. So I have 3 actions left now, but this gets me 6 more cards. There's 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. So I have 3 actions remaining. I do have 2 more reactor cards. So that's going to bump me back up to 7 actions. I'm going to go ahead and play this one, and it lets me subtract 2 from any one requirement. So I'm going to drop my shields by 2. And then I have 2 additional shield cards that I'm going to play and 2 damage cards. That'll clean out my hand. And the 2 shield cards will block the 2 hazards that are going to hit me. So those have been taken care of. And everything else has been met. I have my 5 reactors that I needed and now 1 shield. And I actually had 1 less reactor due to this as well. So I have met the requirements of that. I will get 3 prestige. So 1, 2, 3. And I get 2 additional cards. So I'm going to go ahead and take a crew member. So this one is +3 cards. Requirement for Thresher is -1. So that's nice. Engine mechanic. Anything that lets me draw additional cards is good. And then I'll go ahead and take a ship part for my next one here, see if I get something good here. So this is the Replicator MKL, or 1. Discard 2 of the same card as 1 action, and play as a shield, thresher, reactor, or 1 damage. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that one. And it does add a additional thresher card there. I have a new contract coming out. Okay, so these will all go to my discard, which pretty much is going to get shuffled up right away. I will go ahead and move that forward, so it's going to be round 8. This is my card to draw. I did not have any coins from that, so no additional purchases at the moment. Getting to be a decent sized hand though. Gotta be a little careful about the amount of cards. So now I gotta choose something else to go after here. Okay, this gets discarded. We're getting close. Let me draw new cards. Here we got a captain. Play as a 4 damage. Trash top card of your draw pile. Oh, we got another one here. This one is use the special ability of any one face-up crew in the armory. Okay. So that could be good. All right, let's see what cards I have. I have only 1 reactor. But I'm going to get to play that as a free card, so I'll have 3 actions. This one's going to let me draw 3, so I'm going to get 5 more cards plus the additional card I'm going to draw. So not a bad hand to start the game this round with. So I could work on that one. That one is 4/3. That might be a good one, and that gets me some decent coin to work with as well. I think I'm going to do that one. So that one is going to be 2 dice and 1. So I've been getting really lucky with those, so I'm grateful for that. Oof. Okay, let's reveal a new one there. All right, so I got 1 action. I get to play this for free, so that gives me 2 additional actions. I get to draw the 1 from that. All right, so it's another draw card. So I have 3 actions. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this guy here as my first. So this one lets me draw 3 cards, and now that reduces that by 1, but it doesn't really matter. So 3 cards. Okay. I'll play this, which is going to get me another 2 actions. So now I'm at 4 actions total. I'll play my second crew. Now this one lets me draw 2 cards. If I draw a damage card, it counts as 5, but I've already got the 2 that I've got in there, so I'm not going to be drawing that. All right, so that's 2 actions so far out of the 5, so I have 3 left. I'm going to add 2 more to that. So now that's back up to 5 actions. I'm going to go ahead and play my 2 there, so that brings me back down to 3. That draws 4 more cards. Okay. So now I have 3 actions remaining. So I'm going to play this. That brings me back up to 5 actions. And there's my 3rd crew member. I can subtract 2 from any one requirement. At this point, I'll take it away from the reactors, even though I've already met it. Yeah. All right, so that is 5. I've played 5, and I have a total of 9, so I have 4 actions remaining. So I'm going to go ahead and play these 2. Let me draw 4 additional cards, which is my entire hand. Play the 2 reactor cards, and then that basically just lets me play everything else in my hand. So that'll be everything there. So that has completed or eliminated that one there. So I will not take any damage from this one. And then I have all the requirements of the mission. So I'm going to get 3 more points. So there's 10, and then I'll bring me back down 11 and 12. So that's there. And I get 8 coins. So there's 3, 6, and 8. Okay. And then these will all be in my discard. All right. So, So that's decent, but I don't have a lot of miss cards in there. If I would have had something like that, then that would have been a little bit more beneficial. But buying that might be a good option. This is also pretty nice, where it lets me, the first thresher I play negates a hazard die, which now that I'm going to potentially be getting into some of the bigger requirements, that might be really helpful. Yeah, I think that might be the choice, the one to go with there. So I'll go ahead and spend the 6 to buy this one here. That's actually going to discard this one as part of that. And then it does add another one of those cards to my hands. This goes away, and then I have to choose. That's going to bump up. If there's anything else I want to do at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 to discard this part there and see if I get something else. Your first reactor played gives an extra action. Okay. So that's that. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these up. I got to handle all the rest of that stuff, and then we're getting down to it. I got 2 more rounds to go, so this might be a good time to really push. Let's see if I can get something good. Wish I had a little bit more defense, because some of these other cards would be nice, but man, I don't know if I want to step into some of that. Oof. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 2 will go away. 2 new ones. And then we get new cards. All right, these are just all basics. All right, let's see what I got. I got 2 reactor cards and 2 pilot cards. Okay, so I'm gonna get to play those for free. I only have 1 card right now that lets me draw new cards. So that's a little scary, because so far this has been pretty handy being able to go through all my cards, but depending upon how those come up, that could be problematic. All right. Do I play it a little safe? This one would be great. There's no way I'm going to generate that many points of damage. The only way that could happen is if my captain pulls that card, which that's very unlikely. Yeah, and he doesn't give me anything else. Yeah, he's otherwise that would be a great card to go after. This one is a little bit more guaranteed. I'd have to buy that, but that one's doable. Well, I think I'll do that. I think I'm just gonna not do anything too crazy right now, and then maybe I'll go for broke that last round. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that one. I'll replace that with that. This is going to be 2 dice. Oof, there it is. There's the 4. So yeah, this is gonna be critical at this point. So we'll see what happens here. All right, so I've got 1 action. I'm going to go ahead and play my 2 reactors. That gets me 5 actions. Let's go ahead and start with the captain. Lets me draw 2 cards. There's 1 and 2. All right, so I've stayed alive, and I do get 1 from that as well. I forgot about that. Okay, so there's the other reactor card. Okay, I better play that and hope that I get some more here. There's 1 and 2, so that's not good. All right, so there's that. I did play that, which is going to negate 1 of those. And then I will play this card here that subtract 2 from any 1 requirements. Yeah, I'm not going to get this done. Bummer. Yeah, because I only have the one shield. And yeah, that was a bad draw. It was a bad draw. Oof. Yeah, I don't think there's any way around this. So yeah. Bummer. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have to play the shield card, and then I could buy the other shield card to stop that, and that basically is a wash. So it'll be around to round 10. This is all going to be discarded. And I have one final round to go. I get to draw cards, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These will be all my reactor. Yep, there's all those, and I have no reactor cards now. Busty cards is requirement for it. Okay. All right, so it won't be too much to be digging into some of that. All right. Well, I gotta shuffle that up because that was from last round. So let's see what we get this time. Tempted to go after that Royal Cargo and just see if I can get a ton of points here. And hopefully the dice will be kind. That's 4 hazard dice. Oof. Okay, let's see what we get here. Shield, shield. All right, so no captains. And I've only got a single damage one there. So that's going to make that really hard to get. It would again come down to my captain. Or I could use the -2 if I get that the other crew member to drop that. That would bring it down to 3, which means I could buy that and my 2 to do that. Ooh, so that could work. Again, that would a lot of things have to kind of fall into place for that. But you know what? It's the final round. Let's go ahead and do it. So I'm going to go after Royal Cargo. I get to draw one more card as part of that, so I get my at least one reactor, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these up because as soon as I play that one captain I have, or one crew member, it's going to have me draw more cards than I have left in my area anyways, so I'm going to be going through some of these. All right. And so let's start this up and see. All right, so first 4 dice. Oof. This could be bad here. Okay, so not too terrible. 4 I can work with. So we're going to get rid of one of those right away as soon as I play one of those cards. So I have one action. So I'm going to go ahead and play that because that lets me play cards for free. Or that one, the reactor cards are played for free. So now I have 3 actions. I'm going to go ahead and play this one as my first. So I have 2 actions remaining. This one lets me draw 3 cards. So another one of those. There's another reactor, another reactor. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the 2 reactors. So that puts me up to 7 actions. I spent 1 for 6. I'm going to go ahead and play that. So now that triggers that. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. So that's good. Lets me draw 2 cards. So that's another reactor and a damage card. Okay, go ahead and play another one. So draw 2 more cards. So there's that guy. And another damage card. No! That could have been... Dang! All right. Let's go ahead and go again. 2 more. And there's another reactor and another reactor. So 2 more reactors. So I'm up to 6 now. So that's 12 actions that I can play, which is pretty much going to let me play all the cards in my hands. So I've only played 4 so far. And there's another one. Let me draw 2 more cards. I'm going to play that one. Let me draw 2 more. So that'll take care of all of my actions. So I'll play that crew member. That's my second crew member that I needed. He lets me draw cards, but I don't have any left to draw. I will go ahead and play my 2 shields, my 2 damage, and that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 12, 13 actions that I could play. So I'm well within the amount that I needed. The 2 shields will block the 2 damage that was coming through with that. That one didn't do anything there. So then it's down to, did I meet the requirements? So I have plenty there. I have 5 that I need. I have 2 of those 5, and this subtracts 2 from that. So I will have to spend 1 coin to buy that, which is going to give me the amount that I needed. And then I needed 5 of those. The one guy subtracted 1 from that, but I have the 5 there anyway. So I have completed that contract. I get 5 prestige. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 9 coins since I took care of that. So I'm just going to go ahead and spend, or I get 3 of these. Okay, that is it, and that was the end of the game. So I ended with, I got 17 prestige, so that's 170 points as I get 10 times the number I have. And then each coin is worth a point as well. So I have 10 coins, so that's another. So that's 180 points. And let me grab the rule book real quick, as I need to check the chart in here to determine where I fall. Okay, so as far as scoring is concerned, under 100 points is a beginner. 100 to 150 is a novice. From 150 to 200 is advanced. From 2 to 250 is a mastery, and over 250 is chosen one. So I fell into the advanced. I'm pretty happy with that. This is the best I've done, and if I would have been able to, if my cards would have come up a little bit differently, I would have probably completed that card previous to this, which would have gotten me the 3 more prestige points, which would have put me at 200, which would have been right on the verge, or I would actually had 210. So I would have had mastery. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that overall. So that is the game. So my thoughts on this one, there's a lot of luck with it. It really, really kind of depends on what cards come up in the contracts, what cards come up in the ship area, your different crew members and all that, the cards that come up in your hands. I think one of the things that I'm a little disappointed on is that there's no way to mulligan a hands. Like you saw with that one hand where I had all the reactor cards and the one defensive card, but there was no way of drawing any new cards, and so there was a completely wasted hand. And then I also knew the next hand that I was going to have then was going to have very little of what I needed on top of that. So I think I ended up working out with that hand though, because I had a lot of draw cards. But so that's I think one of the bigger hangups I have with this is that you can have a hand that's a completely dead hand, and it can really hamper what you can do in the game. So I think it would be interesting to see some additional tweaks and adjustments, maybe as they do an expansion or something. But overall, I had a good time with it. I did better this time, so I'm feeling a little bit better about that. And it's definitely one that's fun, and I'm looking forward to trying with other players as well. I haven't had it, like I said, I haven't had a chance to get that one to the table yet, as I just got this one in. So I'm hoping to do that at some point here. But Really had a good time with it though, and I think as a solo experience, it adds enough to it that I could definitely see playing this again in the future. Love to see some additional tweaks on it though. Like I said, just to kind of bring things in and make it a little less luck based. I'd love to see a little bit more strategy. It was a struggle with the coins. It would have been nice to see some more of that. Even if they had to adjust maybe some of the scoring in that where it was higher scoring, but giving you more options to really kind of make you feel more, powerful as you kind of go in there, and not so much of a struggle. Like those first 4 or 5 rounds are really hard trying to generate enough to really kind of get going. And if you don't, I mean, I've had games where if you have a couple cards that don't go your way, and you're starting to lose prestige points, because that is definitely a possibility. You can lose prestige points you already have. You could end the game in the tanker. So it would be nice to see a little bit of mitigation on some of that, but not so much that it makes the game like super easy either. That is not what I'm pushing for here. I would love to, I like a challenge. I want a challenging game, but I want it mentally. I don't necessarily want it just because of the luck of a number of different factors that come in there. I want it to be mentally challenging, like making hard decisions about, okay, should I do this one or should I do that one? Or if I push a little harder here, maybe I can, that kind of stuff would be interesting. And even maybe allowing you to customize your deck a little bit more, like at the start of the game, like, this is the default setting, but maybe I can choose to, if I want to go a little bit more combat heavy, I can do that. Or maybe I can, it'd be kind of interesting to see some different styles of the way you can kind of play as well. But these are just my thoughts, and of course I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments section down below what you think. What if there's any kind of adjustments, or what your feelings were with this one, what you thought of the playthrough, and if there's anything else that you would change. I'd love to hear from you and start a conversation down below. Let me know if there's any other coverage on this that you'd like to see. I would consider doing another playthrough with other players, maybe, if I can get some of my team together to do this. I think this would be a fun one to see on camera with a bunch of other players as well. But let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to see that, or if there's any other type of videos you'd like to see around this one, whether it's a teaching video or whatnot. I know the main or the creators of this, Ivy Studios, has made their own teaching video, but let me know. Let me know what you guys think. If I get enough feedback and comments on this, I might consider something like that, as I have had a good time with this one. And I think that overall it's simple enough that I could probably bust through that pretty quick. But as always, let me know, and we'll see what happens. All right, until next time, I'll see you later.